How are you guys? Today we are working on Citroen C5. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a timing belt and water pump replacement. So now I'm gonna take off the wheel bottom covers. I'll take the arch off. Okay guys, we have the wheel off, we have the arch moved, the plastic taken from here. Now what we're gonna do, and we have also the bottom cover off. Now we're gonna remove top cover, mount, alternator belt. We're obviously gonna put a jack underneath to support the engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, we're gonna remove AC belt. That's a 15 size. Pull it back and take the belt off. Okay, we're gonna take the top cover off. By the way, we have the engine code there, DV6CBVM. So we're gonna remove the fuel lines just to have a little bit more space. Then we're gonna take the mount off, crank pulley and the bottom cover, and we have good access to the timing belt and the water pump. Okay, let's go. Take this line off. So you have to press from both sides. Okay. Okay. Move them to the side. A bit more space. Now we're gonna take the cover off. That's a 7 size socket. Okay, now we can remove it. We're gonna take the mount off. That's a 16 size, 4 bolts. crank pulley now and the bottom cover. Okay, we take 18 socket, take the pulley off. Okay guys, remember there is few cables going and are attached to the cover. Just make sure you remove them here. There is around 4 on the cover, which has to be removed to remove the cover. That's the last one. Okay, we pull it out and get it out of the way. We need to take that bottom sensor off. We're gonna turn the engine clockwise until we match the marks, which marks are, one is on this wheel, which is actually telling us the position of the crankshaft, and this sensor is reading the position. We have a dot here which we have to align at the 12 o'clock, and then cam gear has to be aligned in here, and obviously the fuel pump, we just put a drill bit. I don't remember the size, I think it's 7. And that's that. If you want to lock crankshaft, so you can block completely the flywheel so the crank won't move for you. Okay, so let's align the timing. Okay guys, so we're gonna align the timing. Okay. Looks good. Okay guys, so we have crankshaft gear locked there. We have high pressure pump locked here with the pin, well, drill bit, and the drill bit down here, and the cam is locked here with the drill bit as well. 8 size, and I think 6 and 6. I'm not sure about the bottom ones, I didn't really check the size. Okay, so now we can remove the belt, idler, tensioner, and the water pump. Okay, so tensioner is 13. I'll take out the tensioner. Next gonna be idler pulley, which is 16. And we forgot to take the crank sensor out, so we have to do that next to remove the timing belt. Right. We simply take it, be gentle now, and just put it aside. And that's it. We can take the belt off. That's done. Next is the pump, water pump, which will be 8 socket as well. Okay guys, now we're gonna drain the coolant and then remove the water pump, clean it, and we're gonna put everything back together. Okay guys, so we have the pump off, we have the surface cleaned, so I'm gonna put the new pump back in. We're gonna clean it up a little bit and we can put the timing back on. Okay guys, so we have the water pump installed, cleaned. The area is cleaned a bit. I use just ordinary petrol to clean it, blow it off with the air gun. That's that. So now we're gonna put the idler and the tensioner. Just make sure guys, see the way the tensioner look like. See that there? This one here, this has to go there. The bolts go in here. This has to stay here. Right, so we're gonna do that now. Right, goes in there. Hand tied it now, for now. We're gonna be tensioning this after we put the belt on. Okay. Idler pulley. Now, tensioner torque spec is 30 Newton meters. Idler pulley is 37 Newton meters. So we are using Dico belt. So make sure you put your belt first from the bottom, as the ring is in the way. Okay. Okay. Okay, the belt is on. We're just gonna blow the mess out. Okay guys, so to tension the tensioner we have to go anti-clockwise, and I'm gonna show you on the old one. So just make sure the dot here has to be dead in the middle, so right in the middle there. When you tension, this goes right in the middle. Okay, recheck the position of the tensioner. Okay, it's a little bit off, but we're gonna turn the engine and more than likely it's gonna go right in the middle. If not, then we're gonna redo that process. Okay, we take our pins out. Right. And so we're gonna torque this one to 30 Newton meters and this one to 37. Okay. So now we have to spin the engine 2 times, well, 2 revolutions of the crankshaft, and then recheck the timing and the tensioner indicator position. So we're gonna do that now. So that's 1 revolution. Okay. Now we have to go slowly. Alright. That's that. That's here. And the pump is there. Okay, we're gonna recheck the tensioner mark. And that's going to be perfect. Okay guys, we can remove them. And we can put back everything. Now we're gonna do everything in reverse process. So we're gonna put all the covers back on. There we go. Okay, we forgot about the sensor. Okay. them cables back to the place where they were. Okay, actually we're gonna leave the top because we need a little bit more space. So we're gonna put the mount. So again, 16 sockets. Okay, top part of the cover. Wires back. Okay, we're gonna reconnect the fuel lines. This one goes here, and that one goes to the filter. Okay, that goes there. perfect. We can put the mount back on. In. Okay, we're gonna torque them down with the ratchet. We don't want to strip the threads. Okay, now we can take the jack out and we can finish off the bottom part. We can put the crank pulley back on, alternator belt back on. Now we're gonna put back the crank pulley. Goes only one way. You have a, I'll show you. See this here and that there. So we line it up. It's on. Now to lock this bolt to the torque spec, what you do is you have that hole there, you put something in to stop flywheel from moving, and then you're able to lock it to the torque spec. Okay guys, so we're gonna torque the crankshaft pulley bolt. The torque spec is 35 Newton meters plus 190 degree. Now we have that one locked. I put a piece of wood just to protect this from moving. The position of the hole in the flywheel mass is the same like you had the crank pin installed. That's where it is, so if you didn't move it then you're all right. You put it in and that's it. So we go 35 Newton meters. That's 35. Now we're gonna mark it. Okay guys, so I put a mark on the bolt and then on the pulley, so we have to match this here. That's gonna be 180, so we go a little bit past that. past that. Okay. Crank pulley is torqued, so we're gonna put the alternator belt back on, all the covers, and that's job done. Okay guys, so the way we bleed this is we have to take this pipe off. Remove this. Then if you see that one there, you have to open that and fill up the coolant until you get the coolant going from here. Once you have that, lock it, put correct amount of coolant into the reservoir, drive it for a bit, recheck the coolant, top it up if necessary, and that's it. I will not be showing this as I have to wrap it up quickly. That will be it. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, comment and share if that was helpful. Thanks and see you next time. Okay, I have bled the cooling system. Well, I know you like to hear the car running, so we're gonna just start it up and that's it. It's a force start. Starts right up, running perfect. So yeah, that's it.